Hello. The usual way of chitting your seed potatoes is to place them in a seed tray or an egg carton and stand them on a windowsill. You may have them in the warmth. You may even keep them indoors somewhere in the dark. There are a number of ways you can do it, and they're tried and tested ways and they do work. But this is also a tried and tested way. It's been tried and tested by me and it works, and I'm going to do it again this year. And this method of growing your seed potato on gives it a head start over any other way that you might choose to start your seed potatoes. Take a look at this screenshot. This is a potato plant that I grew last year in a 3-inch pot. And then I potted it up into a 10-inch pot. Grew it on successfully and harvested potatoes from it later in that year. I think from recollection that potato was a potato called Jazzy, but today I'm going to be potting up on camera a potato called Winston. Winston's one of my set aside potatoes. As you can see, it has started to chit, and that's a good enough indication to me that this potato is ready to go. It isn't a big chit. There's not lots of them, but that's enough for me. Okay, now the potatoes I'm going to be doing this morning, I'm going to be potting up potatoes called Winston, as I've already shown you. I've got some Jazzy, I've got potato called Annabelle, and another variety called Charlotte. And they're all early types, and they're all going to be potted up in this same manner. And they will produce my small potato plants that I will pot up into 10-inch buckets later on. Okay, so what we're going to do, how do we do this? This is an old yogurt carton. It's 5 inches deep. The screenshot you looked at, that potato had been grown on in a 3-inch deep pot. But I've got these old yogurt cartons now. I'm recycling these, and these are 5 inches deep. We're going to put 1 inch of soil or compost in the bottom. We're going to sit Winston on it, then we're going to cover him over. Couldn't be simpler. Okay, couldn't be simpler. Right. That looks like 1 inch to me. Does it look like 1 inch to you? There goes Winston. We'll pop him in. We'll just hold him in place using a finger and top this pot off. How easy was that? Now there is no need to water this pot at all, because we don't have a plant at the moment, do we? All we have is a potato sitting in this soil, in this compost. So there's no need to water this. We'll stand it to one side for a week or two and see what pops out the top. And then we'll start thinking about potting this plant up, which is what it will be then, because when I take it out of this pot, it will have shoots and it will have roots. It'll be like the one you've seen previously, and then we'll pot it up. Okay, That's as much as I want to do on this video today, because I have a lot of these potatoes to get through, to get potted up. But I'll show you what they look like a week or two down the line. Thanks for staying with this. Take a look at these guys. These guys have been sat on a windowsill for 3 weeks. These are some of the potatoes that came out of the bags that you saw in the first half of this video. Check this out. There we go. 3 weeks on a windowsill. Not a chit inside. Nothing. Okay. So if you're chitting potatoes and you're sitting them on a windowsill, perhaps your potatoes still look like this after 3 weeks. I don't know. But let me show you what's happened to the guys that we potted up in some soil, in some compost earlier in this video. Contrast this. How about that? How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chits that have all broken the surface. How about that? 3 weeks sitting in this yogurt carton in some soil, in some compost, and we've got 5 chits breaking the surface. Now I'm guessing there's probably some root growth inside this pot, but there won't be a lot. I've lifted it up and looked through the holes in the bottom of the pot. I obviously can't do that on camera. I'll be tipping everything out, and there's no roots showing yet through the bottom of the pot. But I'm guessing there's roots now forming inside this pot. And so another few weeks down the line, we're going to have a potato plant growing in this pot. And that's when we'll move them on into the 10-inch pots. I hope for this. Have you got some sweet potatoes that you want to maybe try? Give them a go. Come on, try it. Anyway, the idea behind this, why are we doing this? This is how to give your seed potatoes a fast start. This is how to give them a head start. You will agree that this potato in here must have a head start on a potato that has no chits, that has no roots. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I've already said, in a few weeks' time, when we've got a potato plant in this pot, we'll empty it out, we'll pot it on into a 10-inch water bucket. I'll video that and I'll show you that. And what I'll do, just to whet your appetite, at the end of this video, I'll attach a couple of thumbnails of previous potato reveals.